After 31 years of marriage, my friends, I've learned something that most coaches are afraid to say out loud. Listen, my friend, wives, listen to me. You have more power than you think. And I'm not talking about control or manipulation. I am talking about influence, godly, biblical influence. And if you apply what I'm about to share with you, you'll begin to inspire change in your marriage. You will become the kind of wife that your husband loves coming home to, not because of force, but because of faith, wisdom, and character. Let's get right into it. Number one, respect. Oh, yes, he wants respect. He needs respect. The first thing every wife must understand is that respect is necessary in the marriage. You know, God told wives to respect their husbands for a reason. Honor your husband, commit to your husband, submit to your husband. And submission that we talk about here on this channel ain't got nothing to do with rulership because you're submitting to a man who is already in submission to God. I am not talking to men that are abusive. I'm not talking to men that is a low down, low life. He's a cheater, he's an abuser. I'm not talking to that fool. I'm not talking to him. That's not a man, that's a boy. This is for good men. This is for men that are showing up. This is for men that are not perfect, but you can rely on him. You feel safe with him. This is who this is for. He doesn't want respect. He needs it. Not because he's superior over you, no, but because God wired him to desire respect. Hello? When Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 22 says, wives, submit yourself unto your husband as unto the Lord, I'm going to just tell you the truth like it is. It is very difficult to win the heart of a man you don't respect. Respect to a man is like what sunlight and water is to a plant. The plant cannot survive without it. Respect to a man is like what love is to you. Love and intimacy and romance and affection and kindness and all those fancy stuff that you desire. It is two components that keeps the love and the wheel of the marriage turning. Number two, you must respect his leadership. Oh yes. I know. Some of you guys don't like to hear about the man being the head. Get used to it. God called the man to lead. Remember what I said. I'm talking about good husband. I know this might be tough, especially if you feel like you are smarter than your husband. And maybe you are smarter. Man, there's nothing wrong. My wife is smarter than me, but I'm still the leader. I'm the kind of man she loves coming home to. I'm the kind of man that she can't resist. I am the practitioner of love that practices love on her every single day. Maybe you might have more degree than a thermometer, but I want you to listen to me. You can be right about the fact that you know more and still wrong in your approach. And there is a way to do things, my friend. There is a way. Honor is voice. Value is opinion. Even when you disagree, respect the man that God have given you. Love him. Appreciate him. Make him feel like the king that he needs to be treated as. Number three, stop criticizing him. Many wives don't realize that criticism is rooted in fear. Yes, it is. Rooted in fear. Fear that he won't lead. Fear that he won't protect and provide. But here's one of the things that I know. Criticism is counterproductive. Criticism is attacking his character. It emasculates him. It makes him feel unloved and unappreciated. It makes vulnerability nearly impossible. And if you want to rise above the fray, rise above this idea of being a masculine woman, then you need to build him up, not tear him down. Number four, you are his helpmeet. Yes, you are. I know some of you guys don't like that, but you're there to help him. Genesis chapter 2 and verse 8, and it says, it is not good for man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him. Not all women is suitable for a man. Ladies, you are created to help your husband, not to compete with him, not to correct him with everything that he does. God made the woman for the man. That's not me. That is Bible. The Bible tells us in Genesis chapter 2 and verse 22 that God put the man to sleep and he took a rib from the man and created the woman. And then God presented the woman to the man that he created. Genesis chapter 2 and verse 23, it says that Adam opened his eyes and saw this beautiful, amazing, gorgeous woman. And he said, "You're bone of my bone, you are flesh of my flesh. I will call you woman because you came out of me." God presented Eve to a man. Now the question is, what kind of man did God presented Eve to? God presented Eve to a man who was holy. God presented Eve to a man who was a builder, a provider, a cultivator. He had a relationship with God. He was in the presence of God. He was innovative. He was emotionally and relationally and spiritually sound. He was a great communicator. Eve got the best deal possible. Y'all ain't ready for this. Did you hear what I just said? Eve got the best deal, man. Adam was all of that. Of course, Eve was banging. Eve was beautiful. I mean, she was fine. Adam almost lost his mind when he saw her. He was like, wow, whoa, 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 man. I mean, everything was right where it needs to be. There was no gravity pulling him down. I mean, pulling her down. You know what I'm saying? Her breasts was right there where they're supposed to be. Her hips, her curve, everything was perfectly flawless because they were under the hope in heaven. There was harmony with God. God Almighty, sin just messed things up. So you are his helpmeet. And my friend, real quick, I want to just pause for a moment. I want to, by way of announcement, if you are going through marital problems and you would like to build a better, healthier marriage, we have a coaching program. It is called Marriage Makeover Coaching. In our coaching program, we teach you 5 principles that will transform your life and your marriage. My wife and I, we've been married for 31 years, and the 3rd year in our marriage, God revealed this to me. So for 28 years, I've been practicing this, my wife and I can begin to tell you how it has transformed our lives, and I know it will transform your life too. And if you'd like to learn more, book a free consultation with us. 30 minutes, you and I talking and conversating about how to build a successful marriage. And I will answer any of your marital questions that you might have. And so, what are you waiting for? Go to the show note or go to the description and click the link, and I will see you on this Zoom call. Number 5, stop trying to rule over him. You are not his boss. He has already have one at work. Just because you know more doesn't mean that you have to make him feel like he's inadequate. Let him feel included in your life. Let him feel like he is a part of your plan, and let him also demonstrate his leadership through his action plans. And even when the outcome is not what you want, hey, as long as it's not jeopardizing the welfare of the marriage and the well being of the marriage, sometimes let him learn from his mistake. As long as it's not costly, as long as his mistake has not become a habit, let him learn from it. Ask for his input, seek his guidance. It's not about control, it's about connection. Number 6, be a crown. The Bible tells us in Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 4. A wife of noble character is her husband's crown, but a disgraceful wife is like decay to his bones. The question is, are you a crown and jewel for your husband? Or are you crushing his soul, his spirit? Are you an asset to him? Are you really adding value to his life? Number 7, stop nagging. Men don't respond to nagging. We just don't. Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 9, it says, better to live on the corner of the roof than to share a house with a quarrelsome woman. Listen, that's the wisest man who ever lived that says this. You see, what kind of spouse are you? Don't assume, hear me and hear me well. Don't assume that your husband just automatically need to read your mind. Don't assume that he knows unless you tell him. Don't drain him with all these commands. Just tell him. You know, I tell my wife all the time. I remember a situation where my wife wanted me to do something, or a matter of fact, she didn't want me to do something. There was a box in the hallway that she needed me to move. But she didn't tell me to move it. She just automatically believed that I see the box and I'm just going to automatically move that box. And she'll wait 6 days to see whether I was going to move it or not. And then on the seventh day, she's running her mouth and she is saying, "Oh, I can't believe that you let this box sit here for 5 days. We're going and coming. I come home and you didn't pick it up. The boys didn't pick it up." And I'm listening to her carrying on, and I'm like, "You waited 6 days for this? You waited 6 days? You spend your energy to watch if this box was going to picked up for 6 days when you could have asked me or your two son, honey, can you move this box and put it downstairs in the basement? Or can you take this box and put it in somewhere in the closet? Son, can you come and move this box?" You frustrate yourself for 6 days. I mean, it don't make no sense. And I had to tell her, I said, that's one of the dumbest thing that you'll ever do again. I said, you getting wild up for nothing. Man, I shut it down. I'm like, you out of your mind. You now coming at me and having an attitude and expect me I'm gonna move that box. I'm not moving it. It's gonna stay there until I'm ready to move it now. But I didn't wait too long. I waited for a couple of hours and then I moved that box. But I wanted to show her, just tell me that you wanted me to move it. But you wait 6 days and now you're having an attitude when you did not ask me. You see what I'm talking about? Hello? That's why nagging is not a good thing for your husband. Number 8, show appreciation. Many husbands feels like they are not really getting value from their marriage. They're feeling like they're giving their all and not getting anything back in return. He provides, he protects, he show up. And my friend, all he wants to hear is a little bit of appreciation. But sometimes he hear nothing. Crickets. He just need to hear thank you. He just need to hear, you know, you're a good man. He just need to hear that you love and appreciate him. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being a great father. Thank you for being a great provider. Thank you. That's all. That's it. Just become his biggest cheerleader. Number 9, be his safe place. Be his safe place. Can he be vulnerable with you? When the world beats down on him, when the world and the walls are closing in around him, are you his safest place? Are you? You have the power to create a place where his soul can thrive and survive, or you can create a place where his soul is thirsty and hungry for love. Be his bridge and not his burden. Be his asset and not a liability. Because that's what makes a difference in a man's life. That's what he gravitates towards. That's what he desires. Number 10, make sex and intimacy a priority. I know. There you go again. Sex always have to be on the table. Well, why not? Sex is good for marriage. It is one of the benefits of marriage. Many good husbands feel neglected right here in this space. Sex is not just physical. It's also about connection. It's also about intimacy. It's about oneness. And of course, most of the time, that's really what he wants. He wants sex. Yes. I know that sometimes your sex drive is not high like it used to. You used to take off your clothes before you got married, and right after marriage, you used to take off your clothes all the time. And now, all of a sudden, you don't want to do it no more. Intimacy is like nothing. You have to be begging for it. I tell my wife, I'm not begging for sex. I'm not. I'm a good man. I'm a good husband. I love my wife. I honor her. I respect her. I'm not begging for sex. I am not doing that. I'm not praying about it either. We must be intentional about pleasing each other. That's what 1 Corinthians chapter 7 tells us. Don't let your bedroom become a battleground. You know, statistics shows that after a woman feels comfortable in their marriage and they feel secure in their marriage, their sex drive decreases. Their libido is lower versus the man is still ready to go. You better make sure you're ready. I don't want to hear no joke about, oh, I don't feel like it. It ain't about your feelings. It's an obligation. It's a responsibility. Hello. What are you supposed to do? Just look at the ceiling while you lay there doing nothing? I'm not talking about you having medical problems and you're going through, some sort of problems. And man, listen, even if you're in your menopause stage, there's a lot of things that you can do. You can do BJ. Yeah. You heard me right. I ain't joking about it. BJ works. Hand job works. What are you scared about? Man, y'all need to get into our coaching program because we go hardball into this here. We talk about the whole thing. I'm talking about deep sea diving, baby. Deep sea diving. Gloves off, naked and not ashamed, in teaching about this thing called sex and marriage. Number 11, pray for him. There is nothing more powerful than a praying wife. Yes, pray for him. The enemy wants to destroy him. The enemy wants to seem weak. Oh, the world comes at him. Sometimes he's burdened down with the cares of life and the vicissitude of life, the pangs of life, the weight of life. He feels like there's a yoke around him, but you can be the biggest asset in his life outside of his relationship with God. There's something anointed and something powerful about a woman that knows how to pray and cover her husband. Sometimes I wake up and my wife is rubbing my bald head and she's just praying for me. She's laying hands on me and speaking in tongues and just praying and seeking God. I mean, it's a beautiful thing, man. I'm loving it. There's something special. There's a special anointing when a wife knows how to intercede for her husband. I believe a man must also lead in prayer, lead in worship, lead as the priest over his home. But when you have a wife that can come alongside you and pray for you and pray with you and pray you through it and pray with you for it, I mean, God is listening. You're a warrior for God. You pray about his strength. You're praying about his purpose. You're praying about his protection. Oh, oh my God. Spiritual intimacy is amazing. Because spiritual intimacy, it takes you from the outer courts to the inner court. It is about the two of you guys working together and building together. It's about the two of you guys aligning for a greater purpose. That, my friend, is powerful. That, my friend, is holy. That, my friend, is anointed, and it's special. And that's what I want to share with you. I pray and trust that you're blessed by it and you're going to take it seriously, that your husband must be your top priority, not your number one priority. Your relationship with God is, and you are your number one priority, but your husband needs to be your top priority. And once you make him your top priority and you're serving and you're adding value to his life, you should have a successful marriage and a successful life. And again, if you want to learn more about our Marriage Makeover Coaching Program, you can click the link and book a free consultation with us. And we will give you all the tools and all the skill set and talk to you about what we can do and help you to build a successful marriage and relationship. Thank you so much for watching. May God bless you. And I cannot wait to see you. Like, share, and subscribe. Yes, we need your help in order to build and grow here on YouTube. Thank you so much. And I cannot wait to see you in the next one.